Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Thank you so much for coming back for another fun Tumbler tutorial with me. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I drop Tumbler tutorials every Sunday and Thursday at 6 a.m. If you are a regular, you guys know how much I love you coming back and supporting me. So yeah, thanks for that. Newbies, I would love it if you would like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you're thinking. And same for my regulars, you know, that is super important to me. Okay, so the tumbler that I have for you today is a fun tumbler made with cardstock. It is not totally complete. We had a family emergency and I am just filming this in between some time slots that I have for getting things done. So just really quickly, I want to show you this beautiful tumbler. Glitter, cardstock, washi tape. It still needs a few layers of Brite tone, and in the end, it still won't be finished because I had to film this intro and outro, you know, like I said, when I could. So anyways, just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how I created this fun tropical vibes tumbler. Okay, you guys, so today I had to run to Michael's to grab some washi tape, and while I was there, I checked the sale rack, of course. They had these fun scrapbook pads. They're the 12 by 12s. It was regular $19.99. It was on sale for $5, and you know how much I love the beach and tropical vibes. Just couldn't pass this up. So brought it home, cut out some fun patterns, and then I grabbed a 20-ounce skinny and the blue gloss polyurethane from the Crystalac store and my blue velvet glitter, and put a layer on, and look at that. Perfect coverage and so beautiful. Okay, and once again, here's that blue velvet and that blue gloss. Next, after that was all nice and dry, I just sealed it up with glitter glue like I always do and allowed that to dry for 2 hours. Okay, so I've got my tumbler to the point where it is nice and smooth. I had put about 4 layers of Brite tone on this tumbler, did a level sand, and then 1 more layer, and I feel like it's good enough for me to go ahead and apply my cardstock. I've already trimmed this to, it's just a little tiny bit more than 9.25. So you just, I guess it really depends on the thickness of your glitter and your layers and all as to what your measurement will be exactly, but that's what I've got it trimmed down to. So I'm going to be using glitter glue to apply these things to the tumbler, and I'm really excited to see how this one turns out. So, I mean, I've got it, the idea all in my head. I just hope it all comes together really well. So as you can see, I'm just using glitter glue here. I'm applying a little bit to the tumbler and a little bit to the paper. You want to be pretty darn sure where you want this when you get it on there because it bonds so quickly. It's really not optional to place it and lift it and, you know, readjust it because it will tear. Getting my other pieces laid out there, more glitter glue, and once you get these on there, you can just go ahead and like seal up the edges and go right over the top of them with that glitter glue to just kind of seal it all up. Once my glitter glue had been dry for a little over an hour, I went ahead and grabbed my parchment paper and smushed things down. There's no chunky glitter to be smushing as normal here, but I'm just making sure my cardstock is all smushed down and adhered nicely and no air pockets are trapped underneath. After I was certain that that glitter glue layer was dry, I then applied a little bit of glitter glue to the blue glittered areas only. I'm going to be using Golden Oats from Witchcrafts. I get that from Bailey, and it's just one of my favorite golds. It's a chunky mix. It has opals in it, just a nice variety, and just provides a little bit of extra shimmer. I know I use this one a lot. If you watch my tutorials, you will see that. But once again, I'm just lightly applying glitter glue and then just kind of a light dusting with the Golden Oats. I still want to be able to see that pretty blue velvet shine through from below. Once that was all nice and dry, I then dusted off all the excess glitter and then used glitter glue again to seal up the whole entire tumbler. After about an hour of dry time on this, I was able to grab my parchment paper and smush that chunky glitter down. Parchment paper smushing just flattens your glitter and allows you to get to your Brite tone layers quicker. Okay, and here I am applying my first layer of Brite tone to all of this cardstock and glitter. With Brite tone, you definitely want to make sure you are applying very thin layers, and they need 4 hours dry time between each layer. It does take more layers than if you're using epoxy, but it is so worth it in the end. Okay, excuse my little setup here, but this is the best possible place for me to do this. So, don't laugh at what I did here. I needed to fill in the gaps between my pieces of cardstock because I didn't space them evenly. So I used washi tape to fill in the gaps. And now then I want to put a border around all of this, but I really love this washi tape that I got. Kind of, to me, goes with the theme here, but it's sheer. Whenever you undo it, you can see through it. So I'm going to just put this down first and then go over the top of it with this one. Okay, so if it didn't make sense earlier, hopefully it makes sense now. I realize this is so tough to get straight. So I can't get these perfectly straight. It's very difficult. But anyways, I believe I need to put a layer of Brite tone, maybe a couple of layers of Brite tone over this, to make sure that everything's level and I don't have bumps and ridges before I end up putting this on. But I think that'll just trim it up and make it all look really nice. I totally should have put glitter glue over that metallic washi tape first, because the Brite tone is actually repelling it, so lesson learned there. But I did do about 3 layers of Brite tone and a level sand and before moving on to this next step, which is putting this beautiful gold trimmed washi tape on. I just really think this is going to trim it up and make it pop. Okay, so I think you have to admit it already looks so much better. And what I did was a level sand on the whole tumbler, and then I applied this washi tape over it. Now, again, you may be wondering why I did that, because I had already put that silver on there, but the silver was just because this is really sheer and I wanted to help me straighten up all my lines and everything. But I just think the gold really goes with the tropical vibes look and kind of just really fun. So now then I'm just going to use glitter glue and I'm going to seal up everything because I don't want this washi tape lifting on me whenever I start with my Brite tone layers. So I'm just going to seal it up with glitter glue now, and then once that's dry I'll move on. Okay, and so I'm now to my Brite tone layers. I'm just going to apply this first layer. You know, sometimes it looks like I'm applying a pretty thick layer, but all in all, it does end up being very thin. I just, you know, gently rub it on the tumbler. You want to use fairly light pressure, just making sure you cover every inch of the tumbler. You don't ever want to feel like your finger is dragging. You just squeegee it basically, or rub it all over, and be sure to cover the bottom, and just do a really great job on this layer, and then all the rest of your layers should go on just with ease. Allow 4 hours between each layer before applying the next one. I'm not going to show you the application of each layer because it becomes pretty boring and monotonous after a while. All right, you guys, so here's the tumbler just after a few layers of Brite tone. I'd be lying to you if I told you it was 100% complete right now. It is not. Due to a family emergency, I just kind of had to go ahead and show you where I'm at on this one and go ahead and get this tutorial out to you so that you could start creating with cardstock or scrapbook paper if you haven't done so already. I just really am pleased with how well this all came together. I think that washi tape was the trick to just pull it all together. I hope you've been inspired maybe to try cardstock or scrapbook paper if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check the description box below where you will find all the product links and affiliate links, and I really do appreciate you clicking on those affiliate links and placing your orders. Also, don't forget to join my Facebook group, Tumbler Talk with Karen Basket DIYer. Thanks so much. Have a super blessed day.